So we've given you the whole seminar. We're going to give you another piece of it right here. We're going to give you another piece of it right here. You are a vibrational being, and it is so annoying. Because vibration isn't the way any of you interpret yourselves. You interpret yourself through skin and feeling and touch and taste and sight and hearing. And so you don't really relate to how you really are. But you're vibrational beings. You're electric. You're electronic. You are energy. You are vibrational beings living in a vibrational universe. And that vibration that you're emitting is what the law of attraction runs on. The law of attraction is responding not to your words, but to your vibration, to your frequencies. The only way you can really know if you've got a helpful frequency emission going on or an unhelpful one is by the way you feel. If you feel bored or worried or defeated, then you're in strong, don't let it in mode. But when you feel playful and eager or softer, funner, then you're more open to the receptive mode. And so, just like you understand the field of gravity, you don't defy it. You get in an airplane and that defies it, but they figured out how to do that a long time ago, and they've got that defying of gravity down really good. You can trust that. But you don't go stepping off any buildings. Esther doesn't even step off a stage like this. In other words, you don't step off of things because you know that gravity is going to be consistent. The field of gravity is going to respond to you the same way it responds to everybody else. And the field of attraction does too. So if you could realize that every moment, all through the day, you're stepping into new segments. When you got in this hot seat, it began a new segment for sure. When you leave the stage, it'll be another new segment. When you walk out the door, another. When you get in your vehicle, another. New segment. When the phone rings, a new segment. New segments constantly. So if you could just remind yourself, as I step into this new segment, I'm stepping into it with my point of attraction. And how I feel is everything. So if I feel worried and I step in, don't get on the road. Go get a lemonade. Give yourself a little bit of time. In other words, be more deliberate. Step into your segments feeling better. Don't step into a planning segment or a fixing segment from a place of despair. That gets you nowhere. When you're feeling at your very best, that's when the ideas come to you. And when an idea comes, follow it as best you can. And remember, we want you to remember, where did it come from? That idea couldn't have come if I had not been in the vicinity of my inner being. And the fact that it came is just like the baby in the womb, or it's just like the kernel of corn in the ground. It's going to become more. It is. It's underway. And all I have to do is just not dig it up and eat it before it's ready. Just give it a chance to become. Have any of you ever heard a clear explanation of how the universe works? No. Do you feel better for knowing it? Does it clear up some things for you as well? Yes. Does more of what isn't working make sense to you now, and more of what is working make sense to you now? Yes. And so, if you were here, what do you want to say to this guy? What's the easiest way for anybody to get to where they want to be? You get that? You need mushrooms to hear it when it's all coming at once. Have more fun. Be easier about it. Be more general. Know that your inner being exists. Talk about the things that you do know for sure. We asked you a question and you said unequivocally, you know this to be. So we'll end this segment on a rampage. Your rampage. We're going to get it right out of you. Things have not been going so good, and I've been bothered by it, and I don't like being bothered by it, but there's something satisfying about feeling a desire that is really, really big, even if it's a desire that I'm not allowing. That angst somehow felt important to me. I can tell that something's important by how strong the feeling is. And of course, a feeling that feels like a tug of war doesn't feel good, but a feeling that feels like a tug of war means I've got strong, strong, strong desire. And when you've got strong, strong, strong desire, it almost does not matter what you believe. The desire will always win. Now we're going to stand in your shoes. So I admit, Abraham, because you can read my mind and can't get away with anything here anyway, that I have been a bit of a negative Nell, noticing what isn't working, but I really wanted to get your attention. And I don't think they're the only one that feels like this. You present something that sort of looks like magic, and I want to believe in your magic about all your stupid books. I want to believe in your magic. want to believe in your magic, but what I really want is some evidence. The evidence isn't about what you know or about what you wrote or about what you're saying or about how passionate you are, Abraham. The evidence that I'm looking for is that I want to feel myself in my own life experience, and I want to feel myself as a deliberate attractor of the things that I want. I do believe that I'm capable of focus, and I do believe that I'm capable of focusing in a better way than I have been. I picked up something from you just now that makes me feel a little more hopeful, and that is I have not been using my guidance system in the most productive ways. I sometimes get like a dog on a bone with something that's really bothering me, and I dig in and I try to fix it from that place of feeling awful. And what I've heard from you here in this conversation is that I can't get to where I want to be from that feeling place. But I can launch a rocket of desire from that feeling place. So I am convinced that I have launched so many rockets of desire, I must have one whopping vortex that's out there pulsing for me. And when you asked me if my inner being existed, I said, yes, I know it with every fiber of my being. If my inner being is focused upon the contents of my vortex, then I expect that I'm going to get good, clear guidance from them. In fact, I don't think that they could give me anything other than good, clear guidance. I'm going to be listening for that more often. I'm going to find myself in the best feeling mood, and I'm not going to try to make anything happen. I'm not going to get out my list of things to do or my list of things that I want. I'm not going to get out my bucket list or the things that I've wanted. I'm not going to set goals. It's not like that. That has not been working for me. But I am going to accept that I have been asking with sincere intensity. And what I'm taking away from this conversation here today is that my vortex exists and that stuff is real and that my inner being knows where it is and that I have a path of least resistance that my inner being honors. My inner being honors my path of least resistance. My inner being is not going to say to me, you better shape up, you better be positive all the time. My inner being knows that I'm doing the best that I can do, and it will lead me from where I am to the next step and the next step and the next step. So I'm going to no longer try to hit baskets that are so far away. I'm going to start out with things that are smaller, and I'm going to show myself, because my inner being has been trying to show me. I need to soften up. I need to show myself that I can take these steps and I can get more of what I want. And it's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to make a list of things that I don't care about and see how fast the universe can bring them to me. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list of things like what? Like what? Ants on the sidewalk, too many of them. Butterflies at a time of year that you're not used to seeing them. The moon just happened to pop out in the daytime.
It was out.
Oh, really?
And I saw a bunch of ants on the thing
oh, really?
before I came in here.
Oh, really? Oh, really? This is a really, 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 really good time for a segment of refreshment.